we are moving from a world of stability to a world of instability. Prime Minister stated, and NSA stated, shockingly, some time back, that the era of war is over. In fact, we are moving into the era of war. And you can see, war is there in Ukraine, war was there in Gaza, war is there in the Middle East, threat of war is there in Iran, we had Operation Sindoor. So we are moving into a world of instability. The dollar is being challenged. The central game, as my friends on the other side understand, is the dollar is being challenged. US supremacy is being challenged. We are moving from a world of one superpower to some new world that really we can't predict. Maybe two superpowers, maybe multiple powers. And it's an unstable world. And that is what you have said in your economic survey, and I agree with it, 100%. At the center of this fight is the concept of AI. Everybody says that we are moving into the era of AI. And I'd like to warn the government that AI is going to have many, many consequences. One consequence of AI is going to be that something that we relied on, the Congress Party and the UPA built, the entire Indian IT industry, companies like Infosys, companies that are at the forefront of information technology are going to struggle. They're going to be challenged. The idea of becoming a software engineer, which is a very popular idea in India, going to be challenged. Lots of our software engineers are going to be replaced by AI. So why I'm saying this is we're moving into a turbulent world, dangerous world. Now, when you move into a dangerous world, what is the first thing that you have to understand? The first thing you have to understand is what are your strengths as a person and as a nation. So I'd like to say to the House here what I think are the strengths of our great country. And I would say that the central strength is our people. 1.4 billion people, brilliant, energetic, dynamic, who can challenge anybody in the world. Biggest strength. But it's not only the people. Because in the 21st century, a very interesting thing has happened. People create data. So we have the biggest data pool on the planet. 1.4 billion people means massive amount of data is being generated in India, and data is wealth. Everybody talks about AI. But talking about AI is like talking about the internal combustion engine without talking about petrol. The petrol for AI is data. So let me repeat that. The petrol for AI is data. Meaning if you have AI and you don't have data, you have nothing. If you have AI and you don't have data, you have nothing. Now, which are the two biggest pools of data on the planet? The Indian pool of data and the Chinese pool of data. They also have 1.4 billion people. We have bigger population than them. We allow more freedom. We allow our people to do more dynamic things. So we have, in fact, more interesting data. What's the second strength? The second strength, and what do you need in difficult times? You need food. Who produces our food? Our kisans produce our food. Our laborers produce our food. This is what gives us strength. This is what allows that data to be produced. This is what allows that brilliance to be generated. And we fought for food security. Food is abundant today. So that's the second thing. And the third thing, what do you need to run a modern country? You need energy, you need fuel, you need petrol. So these are the three things that need to be protected in turbulent times. Our people and our data, our food supply, the ability to produce food, and our energy system. Now, what's interesting to me is that the budget recognizes these things. The budget recognizes that we are going into a dangerous time, intensifying geopolitical conflict. The budget recognizes that energy and finance are being weaponized all across the world. Dollar is being weaponized, dollar is weakening in value, gold, silver prices are going up. Everybody can see this. But there is nothing in the budget. There's absolutely nothing in the budget that looks into these two issues. There is nothing in the budget about energy and finance weaponization.
Giving rise to global shortage and disrupting industries. So this shock not only emphasized the need for indigenization. And today, by indigenizing REPM, India could position herself as a global hub of sustainable manufacturing. So the proposed scrapping of custom duty on monazite from the present 2.5% is a welcome measure, because this would only attract more investments in REPM and also improve the employment opportunities for our own children. So the states in which monazite is largely found is Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa, Jharkhand, Maharashtra, Gujarat and West Bengal, with Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Orissa contributing 89% of the 12.73 million ton monazite reserves in our country. Sir, I would only request the Honorable Finance Minister here, sir, that we would need to work closely with the states for the single window clearances as well as land subsidies, because this is largely in the control of the states, and this would also hasten and quicken investments into our country in REPM. Alongside, sir, I would also request the Honorable Finance Minister to consider applying PLI or performance-linked incentives for the mining of rare earth minerals, because as the very name states, sir, they are rare earth minerals, and we need our efficacy to improve in mining of rare earth minerals, and also apply PLI to REPMs too. Sir, the budget further, sir, it simplifies customs tariff by rationalizing exemptions and focusing on effective rates. Sir, the ripple effect of this would be that our domestic manufacturing sector would be strengthened and our exports would improve. Sir, customs today are moving towards trust-based, digitally AI-assisted framework, marking a significant stride towards ease of doing business. So the targeted exemptions, sir, and process reforms, they aim at reducing the input costs that would improve certainty for long gestation and capital incentive projects. So manufacturing is the central pillar of our Indian economic growth, and its contribution to the GDP is around 16 to 17%. So it is much lower than what many of the other countries, for example, China has. However, sir, the duty-free imports for leather and footwear industry, the extension of export obligation period under the advanced authorization scheme from 6 months to 1 year, the announcement of the scheme to support production of high-value, technologically advanced construction and infra components, and for the MSMEs, the removal of the rupees 10 lakh per consignment cap on courier exports would not only improve our access to foreign markets, but would also strengthen our local manufacturing sector as well. So in the health sector, the customs duty exemption on 17 additional drugs, so this is over and above the exemption that was given for the cancer drugs earlier in her earlier budget, and medicines as well as on key diagnostic components, it only indicates the commitment of the NDA government to the well-being of its citizens. medicines. So this reduction in customs duty would provide immediate relief to patients who are suffering with cancer and rare diseases, signaling a policy towards affordable health care. So this is alongside the Ayushman Bharat, the Jan Aushadhi Kendras, which are already in place in our country. So